In this video, I'm going to talk about some new functionality that has been added to the command that can be used to add and remove features from a construction or tolerance. In the Checkmate programming browser here, you see a series of 28 surface measurements and then a constructed plane with a flatness tolerance, and it becomes a datum A for some subsequent alignment. If I right-click on the constructed plane and say select parent features, then you see all 28 surface measurements highlight. On the Construct tab, there's this command, add remove features from construction. If I execute that command, there are 4 different options. We're going to start by looking at the remove option. This is old behavior. If I click that, it's then asking me to make the picks necessary to remove something from a construction. Let's say that for whatever reason this point is inaccessible. So I select it in the graphic screen, and then I select the constructed plane either in the graphic screen or in the browser, and hit the green check mark to finish the command. If I go back to the browser and say select parent features, you see now only 27 of the 28 surface point measurements highlight. The one has been removed. Some other existing behavior is to add to a construction. So if I say add and select that point, this time I'm going to do it in the browser, the point that I had removed earlier, and select the constructed plane and finish up the command. Now if I look at the child or the parent features for that construction, again all 28 points are back. So you could use that to remove as many points down to the 3 that are minimum for a constructed plane, or you could add points. But it's a bit tedious if you want to remove most of the points from a construction. So new behavior has been added, this keep option. So if I say select 4 of the 28 surface measurements in the graphic screen, followed by the constructed plane measurement, and finish up the command, and then right-click in the browser on that constructed plane and select the parent features, you see that only the 4 selected features are now part of that construction. So it allows you to keep a subset by doing many fewer picks. I'm going to go up to the edit menu here and undo that command. So again, if I go back to the browser now and select the parent features, all 28 surface points are selected. Because there is a 4th option, if I go to add remove features from construction and say keep plus hot, and again I'll select 4 surface points that I want to keep and the constructed plane and finish the command, you now see that everything that was previously part of the construction but were not kept are now hot. And so I can do something like go to the top level, the segment level here, and say select the hot, and then right click on any of those and say delete. And because they no longer have any dependencies, they're removed. A real world example where this can be useful is in this bladed disc or BLISK. And there are 3 sections measured on each blade, and I believe 43 blades. But with a part like this, it's sometimes easier to deal with a single section, and then after all the work has been done, copy, rotate that to the other sections. But because this was loaded from a QIF document, all the blades are measured. But rather interestingly, they're in somewhat random order. If I click on this profile of align tolerance in the browser, then you see in the graphics area that all the blades highlight because they all have a measurement associated with this tolerance. If I again select parent features, you see they all select in a chunk in the browser, but if I were to click on the top one, you'll see one blade highlight and then another blade highlight as I go down, clicking on each in turn. And the order of these is pretty random. They're not going either clockwise or counterclockwise around. They're just in random order. So what I want to do is I want to delete all of the measurements except for those on this blade. So what I'm going to do is go down to the place where I have these three tolerances in order. This 0.13 millimeter tolerance is for the innermost section, and then there's 0.18 for both the middle and outer sections. So I'm going to run this add remove features from construction command from the construct tab, and I want to keep plus make the things that were previously involved in the tolerance hot. So I'm going to pick the innermost measurement and then the profile tolerance. And if you see, all the measurements either side of it are now hot at that lowest level, but this one is not. I'm going to repeat the process for the middle section. So select keep plus hot. Select the measurement on the middle section. Select the line profile tolerance for the middle section. Finish the command. And now everything is hot at that level except for the one measurement that was kept. And then repeat the process one more time. So add remove features from construction, keep plus hot, OK. Select the surface measurement on the blade, select the tolerance in the browser, finish the command either with the enter key or the green check mark, and now everything is hot. I can go up to the segment level. The right-click menu has the ability to select hot items, and once they're all selected, I can right-click and delete. And that cleans up the program by taking away the measurements on all the blades except for that first one.